Welcome to the Meadow. 2 years ago, we bought an old 70s house with the idea of fixing it up for our family of 7. My husband and I run an interior design firm in Great Falls, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C., where we also rehab and flip houses. We've moved every couple of years as our family has grown, and I've used our homes as my design laboratories, exploring and honing my style, and also using our houses to showcase our design work for potential clients and the various product collections that I design. Each house we've lived in has been an invaluable learning opportunity for our family. As much as we loved the house we had been living in for 5 years, which was a long time for us, the moment we stepped foot into the meadow, we knew we had to go. It simply called to us. Good morning. We just got back from being away for a bit, and the dormers are in the house. And it's also raining inside of our house. I'm not sure this is good. But some cool things are happening over here. We are now knee-deep in renovating our forever house at the Meadow and currently living in a temporary house that we will flip once we finish the Meadow house. Our forever house project was off to a great start when we moved out of it and demoed the property. But unfortunately, once we demoed the house sat pretty much empty with no movement for about a year and a half. Things got really held up in the permitting process and a lot of issues with subs, delays, and all those fun things. And we were basically about a year and a half to 2 years behind on our project, which has been kind of stressful financially because we have now owned 2 houses for much longer than we planned. And we're just kind of trying to deal with it and be grateful for what we do have. There is a lot of water in here. Don't know what we do about it, but things are really progressing. Let's look on the bright side. And I'm gonna show you, here is our mudroom coming in. The mezzanine is in, it's looking good. Rain, go away. Looks like stuff not quite happened or changed much in the kitchen. And I'll take you upstairs. All right, so here's looks like where the problem is. That entire thing is full of water. I do not know how they're gonna get that down. And we've got puddles here and it's just dripping down and water falling down to the other floor. It is soaked. Rained a lot last night. This is the girls' bedroom window. Their beds are gonna go right in front of this with a little dresser in front. Over here, there's gonna be a wall between these 2 windows, and this is gonna be like a secret little toy room to basically hide all of their mess. It's raining in the house. Meanwhile, as our construction project was moving forward or not moving forward, we did make some progress on the grounds and the creation of our meadow. Just after we purchased the property, we had set plans in motion to turn the plain grass into a biodiverse meadow.
What you doing, baby?
Mapping out a meadow here so we can attract more bees and butterflies and birds to the property. So I'm taking the existing hill full of grass and basically making little drifts that I'm gonna do perennials and wildflowers and wild grasses in to kind of start getting rid of some of this ryegrass and buttercup mix. It'll take years, but starting this year, little by little, hopefully we'll get a meadow that's attracting lots of different birds and kind of helping with biodiversity and the environment. After we put the stakes in to delineate where our wildflower drifts would be, we let the grass grow high so that we could see what was there. Along with the buttercups and dandelions that we knew were there, we grew an entire field of wild asters. This was amazing because wild asters are such a good attractor of bees, butterflies, and all the beneficial insects. Each and every tiny new species that we attract to the meadow will attract other species, including birds and larger mammals. Along with the wild aster, we also really enjoyed fall with the walnut trees on the property. We have a couple of black walnut trees, and we're able to harvest a bunch of them with the help of our girls.
A different night we can make it, so we can wait for it to dry. And another night we can, because we have two, and we have multiple on the way back. We have one more.
We have always had a vegetable garden for our family, but without our house being in place, we could not have a vegetable garden. So we got even more into looking for food and foraging than we've ever been before. It's something I've been into since I was a kid, since I was a teenager, but without having the garden, I felt myself more and more drawn to the land, to look for food, to get creative, and to make recipes out of the things that we could find. One of my favorite things to forage on the property has surprisingly been an exotic invasive called beefsteak. We have beefsteak growing all over the property, and because it is a non-native plant and it is invasive, we're able to take as much of it as we want. I am using these babies to make the most delicious beefsteak plant soup.
That is a lot of beefsteak. I mean, all of that turned into this.
To watch the full video on how to make our beefsteak plant soup, just check out the Cook With Me section in our YouTube playlist. This is seriously one of my favorite soups ever, and you can make it with other greens if you don't have wild beefsteak plant growing near you. Our house sits on a 15-acre meadow surrounded by forest, and there's a creek running through our property that leads directly to the Potomac River. The land had been used as pasture for cows and horses for many years, so we're working really hard to turn the land back into a true meadow filled with native wildflowers and grasses so that we can increase biodiversity on the property.
Giselle's in the video. Here we are at the meadow, and we are working on getting rid of a lot of the exotic... Everywhere. We're getting rid of a lot of this exotic invasive grass, and we're bush hogging drifts all over the hillside. And now we're making a custom wildflower seed mix, and we're putting it down all over the property. So we're hoping that year by year we can get rid of this Japanese grass and start putting in all the flowers and the grasses that will really attract bees and butterflies. So we're gonna go mix the seed, and then we're gonna go put it all over the drifts and cover it up with a little bit of hay and hope that it grows next year. What do you guys think?
What's next year mean?
What does next year mean? Next year, like next spring.
Just where to find me. It's a long, long road.
Inside those dirt patches, we're killed all those seeds. What does invasive mean?
Invasive means it's hard to get rid of, like this grass is growing everywhere. We're trying to get rid of this invasive grass. And
like
put
all
more,
that grass, like
yeah.
that's not actually from here.
And we're trying to put native grasses and perennials, and some perennials and grasses that the birds and the bees still do like. So you can dump that in there. We're making a seed mix.
And I'll shake it up to spread it all around.
We're gonna do shots to the Oh guys, look at this purple love grass. Echinacea? Beautiful.
Oh my gosh!
They're so tiny. Alright, then the thistle and the goldenrod. It's gonna be the prettiest meadow anyone ever did see. See?
Look at this. Thank you. Nice stick, guys.
We do a good stirring stick.
I'll shake it well.
Kind of like baking or cooking, right? But we're baking a meadow. We're not gonna see it until next year.
A potion to allow the plants to grow, to allow us to make the food.
White yarrow, wild chicory, thistle, goldenrod.
Rock and roll.
Now we gotta go sprinkle it in the drifts. You guys see all these drifts right here, there. We're gonna go fill them all in with flowers. We want to get rid of all this grass that would keep the wildflowers from growing.
I think this is the way to go about it. Then we're gonna have a garden. garden house.
Oh, the little leader.
But I know you're
You guys know why we're doing this?
No, I know.
Why, Lily?
Because meadows help the earth and stuff.
All right.
Make it less unclean. It's better for animals to live in meadows.
That's right.
Here are we helping the world, we're also helping animals. And it also helps people. It's more healthy to live in.
That's exactly right,
And
Louie.
it makes it look more pretty for people.
That's right. All right, I am doing this the lazy way, so it'll be a miracle if anything comes up. Good thing I got my shaker with me. All right, we are done at phase 1 of planting the meadow. We only made it through one side, so we're gonna do more in a couple of weeks, and we'll keep you posted. We did this the lazy way. It was really fun though, and we'll see if anything grows. I'd like to thank our camera woman, Giselle, who helped us. Mwah. As construction picked up, we began to see the first signs of our seeds in planting. Oh, we have some. We planted it. Got Queen Anne's lace. Queen Anne's lace has always been one of my favorites, if not my most favorite wildflower. Once the spring rains had stopped, we were met with sunny days and lots of productive building days. The house project was finally moving forward at a very obvious pace. The framing for our orangery had finally been built, and things were really starting to come together. Throughout the winter, spring, and early summer, we let the grasses grow high on the property to give the land a chance to rest and to see what we had there. In order to keep construction moving and to give the house some room around it for people to walk, we decided to mow the immediate area surrounding the house and leave the rest of the meadow long. The whole wall is going to open. Look at the birds. It'd be a door wall.
Hey, look, I see the top 5 floors.
Oh yeah, that's your room.
After 2 years, the windows finally started being cut out for the house, and it was incredible.
Here's our new kitchen window.
I'm opening the window.
Materials started to arrive, including the antique Italian limestone floors from an old villa in Italy. We want our house to feel like an old house that's been redone rather than a new house, so the use of reclaimed materials is key to our design.
Something about it being like Italian and an Italian family or something.
Italian.
Alright, now let's go upstairs where the cool stuff is.
All right.
We began planning out day-to-day living with the kids.
Josie and Rory.
Where's what's closer to the bathroom?
So you guys want to trade sides?
Where's closer to the bathroom?
This one.
I want to be
So
closer.
you want to be playroom, you want to be bathroom.
Yeah, because last time she asked, where's the bathroom? I like to be close to the bathroom because I wake up and then go to the bathroom.
That's convenient.
I never really go to the bathroom in the night. Yep, I would.
More and more window openings were cut out from the house, and the foundation for the orangery began. We also saw some crazy plants begin to pop up, including this plant called Great Mullein, which is an exotic invasive but is incredibly beautiful and does have medicinal properties linked to helping with colds and flus. We brought the kids over for periodic tours so they could see all that goes into a transformation like that.
You guys think? Cool. Really nice looking to you?
Yeah, I don't really want to live in this living room. There's a little junky all over the place. There's junk all over the place right now. And
Chelsea, you know it'll get better, right?
yeah.
You guys want to go see your bedrooms?
Yeah.
Don't go near the window. Do you guys know that your window is going to be huge?
Like this big?
Like
Bigger?
this big. That line.
Okay.
But your whole bedroom is going to be floor to ceiling window.
Okay, that's gonna be fun.
And then we got to pick your wallpaper.
It's gonna be fun like your bed's right by the window.
Yeah, so your beds, and you know how you guys sometimes lay on one side or the other side of the bed? So if you guys want to lay at this side of your bed, you can look out the window.
Or this side.
Or this side, and you can look at your wallpaper. The closet you have at home is gonna be right here, and there's gonna be your stuff inside, and that's gonna be another room. Do you guys wanna take the bridge over to the boys' side of the house?
Yeah.
Let's go. This is the mezzanine. So right now, we're slated to have a shot of library books and storage and cabinets. Cabinets under here, and then another shot of library books.
I like that, and then being able to see down below. I like that.
And then you're looking below. Which is cool from up here, you're getting the lighting down there, but when we go down there, we have to think about that. And then you still have a pretty wide room because it's only this deep. All right, guys, so that's the bridge, and then we come through this hallway here, and then...
Hey, look at that dangerous thing. It's on the
It's
phone.
all dangerous. This is gonna be a wall,
Okay.
and we're gonna start Narnia. And there's gonna be an armoire, and it's gonna look like a wall, and we're gonna open the door, and then we're gonna come in to Narnia. Our playroom. Go through. This is Narnia.
We don't have a typical basement in this house, so Narnia is going to be like the kids' playroom.
The bridge to get to Christian and Justin and Louie's bedroom will be this way. These will be stairs down to the kitchen, and then you'll come in this way. You guys want to go to Christian's room? His room is going to go from here all the way to the window, and then he's going to go to a bathroom over in there, his own bathroom.
All right, cool. Let's go to the
And then there's going to be a bathroom in there. This hallway is going to continue into the boys' room here. And come see the boys' bedroom. This is going to be Justin and Louie's room. They're going to do 2 queen beds. So
Why do they have to be in the dark ends?
It's not going to be dark. There's going to be wall of windows and a wall of windows, and then a bed and a
Is it going to be
bed.
that super light?
Yes. What do you guys think of this? Come
Let's
on, let's
go.
go. And
Salesy, you're in the orangery right now.
this is where we're going to eat. This is like our dining room, and then we're going to walk out to the garden here. And we're going to cook in here. We're going to wash veggies in here. It's going to be like our garden witchy room. What do you think? Cool. Cool. Just cool. What do you think?
That's a weird fishing pole.
Whenever we visit the construction site with the kids, we also are sure to take them out into the meadow to experience everything that's growing there. And in the summer, it is berry season, which is really amazing.
All the fresh raspberries. So this is actually our little berry bramble, and a long time ago these fences were in working condition and now they're not, and the berries and the grapes have just completely messed it up. You can see here there's a maple growing, but yes, some people are enjoying eating them now. So we basically need to repair this and bring this back and start harvesting the berries.
I know that the process of building our dream house has not been smooth or easy or fast, but I also know that the process is just as much a part of our experience as actually living in the house. And so our current focus is on cultivating contentment.